are in big trouble. You already know.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, these are not your father's Buffalo Bills. Let's just be honest. They have played well. They got 10 wins, 6-1 on the road this year.
Yep.
Right? Even when they played the Patriots early this year, was it 16-10? It was a close game. They do really well. Third best against the pass. And they held Brady to 150 yards.
They
now
did.
Brady's not that healthy. He's struggling.
Yep.
Edelman's not healthy.
No.
I mean, a lot of things are going. I know they blew out the Bengals, but I don't really count that. I think this is going to be a tough game on a Saturday, a big game for Buffalo. And this is what I was telling you before. Before the season started, I might have been wrong about your Cowboys, and we'll get into that. But when I said to you, when I made that bet that the Patriots wouldn't make it to the AFC Championship game, here's that game that could change everything.
This is huge.
Am I right?
for that? Yep.
Because if they lose this game and
Yep.
somehow Buffalo wins the division, Patriots are going on the road
luck.
and,
Yep.
and the
As a wild
chance
card
of them
start.
as a wild card and the shape that they're in. So this is a big game, and I love what the Bills have done. This is just a different team, and nobody wants to believe in it, but if you look at their resume, it's been good all year.
It's very good. Skip, this would be a huge loss because he's Brady's most reliable, most dependable, who Brady trusts the most in dire situations because he doesn't have a Gronk now to split some of that workload with him. Skip, here's the thing. But also, if you look at it, their defense, the Patriots' defense, still can create turnovers, can still get scooping scores, pick sixes, and give Brady a short field. Because now without Edelman, you greatly decrease your chances of driving the distance because he's your chain mover. He's the guy that's on 3rd and 3 that Brady's going to look for. He's the guy that Brady says, you know what? I know there's 2 guys on him, but he's going to fight tooth and nails. He's going to come down with this ball. So if you remove him from that, so now it's basically Edelman and James White. You remove Edelman. How many swing passes, Skip, and screens are you going to be able to throw to James White? 20? Because like I said, we haven't seen in the Coach Belichick and Brady era, we haven't seen a rookie contribute heavily other than Gronk. And I don't care how good N'Keal Harris you think he's going to be, he ain't Gronk.
Nope.
That's a generational player. That's a once-in-a-lifetime type player. So, and the thing is, Skip, the Patriots got to be very careful because you're talking about you might have to face a Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional. Now, Kansas City has a lot of confidence because they went there and beat them a couple of weeks earlier. And then you saw what Kansas City did. Now, the Broncos might not, but their defense is very good. They still have a top-flight defense that's good in pass coverage, and they can get after the quarterback, too. And my homeboy, in driving snow, in frigid temperatures, threw a party. So they feel very comfortable that if they have to face the Patriots again,
They do.
They like their chances.
I would agree.
So they have Edelman is key for them. I don't know if they can go very far, Skip, if they don't have Edelman. At least he needs to be somewhat healthy too. He can't be banged up like he is now because this guy right now, Skip, he's out there drawing double teams, but he's not a guy that they can get anything out of. 2 catches.
2 catches for 9 yards.
Yeah, no.
He can't move. He can't run. He's beat all to hell.
And
He's a high-contact player who's aging right before your very eyes.
And it's
Tom
cold.
Brady's beat all to hell.
Yep.
He took severe punishment. The worst beating he took all year was at Cincinnati,
Right.
one of your old stops.
That's right.
And I'm with you about Buffalo. I am highly impressed, and I don't think they're under the radar. I think they're on the radar. I think people have noticed. Sean McDermott has it going. He's created a whole new culture. That team has a backbone to it. I will also remind you that you, about 6 or 7 weeks ago, said that they might as well have an amoeba playing at quarterback. That's how little you respected Josh Allen at that point.
He got better.
He got better. He took my team apart on Thanksgiving Day at Jerry World. Not that easy to do, but he did it. And so I honor all of the above. So now the table has turned in New England. Now it's up completely to Belichick's defense. The Super Bowl 2 years ago, we all went back and forth about it. Brady threw for 505, put up 33 points, and Belichick's defense allowed 41. And why Malcolm Butler was benched for the game, I don't know. But all of a sudden, the script has flipped completely around to, okay, Bill, it's your turn. You have to do this. I'm going to hang in. My gut feeling is that New England's going to figure out a way to win this game just because it's at home. with so much on the table.
It is.
This is it, man, and they know it because they got the Dolphins to finish, and I think they can beat the Dolphins.
Right.
But Skip, you must admit they haven't beaten any of the good teams.
No,
the Patriots,
I got it.
against
all three of them.
All three games against good teams, they've lost this year, and Buffalo is one of those good teams. No matter what we think about.
Skip, remember how Josh Allen got hurt? He was running. Took a shot to the head.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
they brought the backup in, and then whoo.
Okay. So, and you said they're like lower than amoebas, the two of them, right? Okay. It was he.
They were bad. He was bad.
They were bad. So I'm going to say it one more time. Julian Edelman is useless at this point. It's about that kid, N'Keal Harry. And again, to your point, can a rookie save the Patriot offense? Because they don't do rookies.
They don't.
So what happened against Kansas City just 2 games ago? He played 2 snaps. And all of a sudden, boom, last Sunday at Cincinnati, he played 38 snaps because he's all they got. Yeah. And he's something now.
Right.
He's 6'4", 225, and he can move.
Right.
But he is a raw rookie who missed the first half of the year because he was on IR with a foot injury.
Which is valuable time that he could have got in practice with
totally
Tom
agree.
Brady.
Okay.
So now he can't do anything. Yeah, Skip, I think people are like, well, he's studying. There's nothing gets you ready to play football like practicing football. Not studying, practicing football, being where you can actually talk to Tom. You run the route, and Tom says, no, you're too deep. No, you're too shallow. You got more time. Perfect. That's what he needs to hear. That's what Tom needs to know. Okay, he's getting it. You know, what Tom wants, okay, I think he wants to be like this here. No, you need to hear affirmation. You need to hear Tom Brady tell you.
Totally agree.
This is what he needs.
Totally agree. And don't tell me that the Patriots rediscovered their run game. Cincinnati's 29th against the run.
They're the worst.
Okay? They're the worst. And they got Sony going a little bit, and they got Rex Burkhead going some at the end of the game. I don't trust that.
Yeah.
That offensive line is not good.
No.
It can't protect and it can't run the football.
Buffalo's D-line is better than you think.
Oh, they're really good.
But Skip,
Hughes and Lawson, and they got I think a 97. I forget his name.
Yeah.
But they did a number on Pittsburgh.
They did.
They did a number on Pittsburgh.
would you say this is the Patriots season, to be honest?
It is.
This game
Make or break.
is make or break.
Yeah,
a
because
loss of this game.
The offense is so pathetic right now with no weapons, no blocking. I don't see a way out on offense. But if they could manage to survive Buffalo and then beat Miami, I would still give them a shot to try to figure it out.
Is that game in Miami or home? Home, okay. Because I know they struggle down there. That's what I
Skip, but you know what? This is the first time all the AFC teams that's going to make the playoffs see the Patriots are vulnerable. This is as vulnerable as they've ever been.
Yeah.
Every team that's in the AFC feels like we can beat. We don't care. If we got to go there, so be it.
And this is not last year where people try to say, well, they struggled and then
No.
They're not nearly as good as they were a year ago. Would you admit that at the end of the season?
Not nearly as good because I don't completely trust Belichick's defense because Joe Mixon ran wild on them at Cincinnati.
But that's kind of been a problem since the Cleveland game.
Okay.
And we kind of chalked that up. They were so far ahead. They were playing off yada, yada, yada. But then we saw what the Ravens did. And the Texans had some success running. And we saw last week Joe Mixon had success running the football. But this team, Skip, they're vulnerable. This is as vulnerable as they've ever been. We've not seen a Patriots team offensively struggle like this. And last year, what they had that they don't have now, they had Gronk. Because when the rubber needed to meet the road, they needed a big-time play.
They did.
87 was coming down with the ball.
Yet, the odds makers still have New England by 6.5 in this game. And you know what? I'm with both of you. I think
I don't.
I would take.
I'm taking my Fox bet money. I'm laying my Fox bet money down on somebody other than the